this is Ibrox.
So we got to that stage where it inevitably all these good things come to an end, and your time at Rangers sort of drifted away, and you went to Kilmarnock with Ally McCoist. Tell us a wee bit about that. Were you glad to be continuing your career together, or were you just desperate to try and get away from him?
I had the opportunity. I'd always wanted to play abroad, and I had the opportunity to play in a French team. But then my good lady turned around and said she was pregnant, so there was no chance of that going.
Okay.
So
yep.
Up until then, we Bobby had been tapping us for about 3 or 4 months to come to Kilmarnock, and I just went. I goes, okay then. Now 2 young kids at that time, and the third one on the way, and I goes, it was an ideal opportunity. Now great wee family club, and I only envisaged going down there for maybe 1 or 2 years. I eventually stayed 7, which now was a big part. Now the club played a big part now for 7 years now. The playing bit and then the coaching, but I just enjoyed it. There was no pressure on me. The only pressure I put on myself was now I can't get down here and seem to be take my foot off the pedal. I need to go here and show these people I can play a bit. And I'm loving it for a fortnight. It's great. Now you get to know a new bunch of boys, and then he walks in, doesn't he, McCoist? And that was it. He goes, how long you signed for? He goes, how long you signed for? I goes, maybe that was a comment. I goes, maybe 1-2 years max. And I'm all reliant on my knees. My knees was getting a wee bit jarry at that time. It's now sort of taking its toll. And I'm saying, as long as my knee's fine and I can give him 2 good years, I'll carry him. So he played for 3 years, and I played for 3.5 years, and it was just a good time. Now he went down, and me Bobby gave him let the rain go a wee bit. He could do his question of sport. He could pursue his TV work and all that. And everything. He loved it. And again now, unfortunately, he broke his leg against Rangers. In fact, big Amaruso.
That's right. Aye. Yeah.
And that curtailed his playing. But Coisty played until he was 39 now, which is phenomenal. Now,
it must have been a huge wrench for you both to leave Rangers.
It was. I had the chance to stay under Advocaat. I goes, but now there's a young Barry Ferguson. Now you had Alberts. Now he was flying. I knew Bronkhorst was coming in, and I'm going, well, it's going to be another year, or maybe playing the reserves or doing things. And you still had wee Charlie Miller and Derek McInnes at the time. And I said, no, I'd love to, but I said no thanks. And he said, oh, well, if you want a year, I said no, well, I'd just be saying, and I'd just be holding back somebody or coming to a game and no playing. And that goes, I've had great times, and I'd like to leave now on these terms now with the boys. Have been playing me for virtually 10 years now, to go and leave with them. And now, albeit now we left in sad circumstances with the Hearts game, a game now where there's another skullduggery written all over it. Now the penalty, we should have got it again.
Absolutely.
But it was a time to leave, and because when your time's up, now you can't go to the well that often.
Do you think when you went down there, you almost had to see it as an opportunity to reinvent yourself as a footballer? You were no longer Ian Durrant, Rangers Ian Durrant. You were Kilmarnock's Ian Durrant, having to almost start again a little bit. Yeah,
I went down there now Kilmarnock's highest paid player, and there was a lot of pressures on me now in terms of the expectation levels of me going down. I remember one time, I think my wife still got the cutting. Durrant maybe just seen his payday, gets a payday and sees his day out, which spurred me on. I knew I could still play, and I knew I could still play at a level, and it was just getting the opportunity. And again, now it took me back to like Jock Wallace and Graham Souness under now the early years. Now the pre-season was one of the hardest I've had, but I played like 52 games the first season for Kilmarnock, and I said now the pre-season I had now stand me in good stead, but went down there and got back in the Scotland squad, and just played with enjoyment, and it's like everything now. You just want to go and play, and I was given the opportunity to go and play and enjoy myself. No pressures. There wasn't any pressures of winning things at Kilmarnock. It was respectability, where you're going to finish, good cup runs and doing that. But we exceeded those. Now we qualified for Europe. 3 years I was there. Got to 2 cup finals, and just a good place to be at, and it was good now. A great place for me now to finish on a high at Kilmarnock. Fire's raging, I'm shaking. You wanna go?